España.
Una cucaracha.
Garnacho. What pussy can garnacho?
Ah, je sais the test.
沖縄はどこですか？
沖縄どこですか？はい、違いますね。はい、次。
Oui.
I think that it's important for you to know a language other than your own because it can help you connect with a person on a different level.
Was gefällt dir?
Fußball gefällt mir.
I want them to become world citizens, not just a citizen of their own community.
We all experience the same things. We all have the same basic wants and needs.
Что вы думаете, можно увидеть в
You
Санкт-Петербурге?
get to speak with people that you might not have been able to speak with before, learn a little bit more about their culture. It could change your life, learning more about how somebody else lives their life. So I think it's vital.
6時に晩ご飯を食べます。6時に晩ご飯を食べます。いいですか？はい、どうぞやってみてください。
1時弁当食べます。私は
The bilingual kids were instructed to make it not on the hour or half hour or quarter hour to really get the minutes down to the minute detail because the way you pronounce Japanese for minutes changes. For 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, the pronunciation goes 1分、2分. It's complicated. And that was to challenge those guys.
That's 5時半。朝ごはんは何時に食べますか？7時？はい、わかりました。じゃあ、私は朝ごはんを8時半に食べます。じゃあ、勉強は何時頃にしますか？勉強。4時に勉強しますか？はい。私は9時に寝ます。グレタは何時に寝ますか？
This is an activity that I have done with them on a number of different occasions
グレタも9時に寝ますか？はい。
with different props and different materials. So who's A? And they raise their hand. Who's B? And they raise their hand to make sure they remember who they are. Then when I say tsugi or next, they have to rotate. They make one rotation going in the opposite direction. So the A will go this way and the B will go this way. And then they'll have a new partner and then a new material to practice the conversation with. And we do this through several rotations so that they can have multiple chances to practice always having a new partner, always having new material.
9時半で勉強します。I'm sorry, 10時半。10時31分。
So the bilingual kids, I noticed them giving each other really hard times and really testing themselves. And the non-native speakers were also struggling with some of the newer vocabulary words.
12時半できます。はい、そうです。
When they were paired with a bilingual kid, they were able to help them.
あなたは何時に顔を洗いますか
8時。
?8 時
7時。
7時7時に顔を洗います。僕は8時半頃に顔を洗います。あなたは何時に起きますか
8時半。
あなたは何時に起きますか
6時後半。50分。
はい、じゃあ皆さんよくできました。ありがとうございました。すごーい。皆さんよくできました。フィルムストリップを 出してください。フォルダはまた机の中に置いてください。The students had as their homework assignment a few days ago to bring home a film strip and to write their own daily routine. And now I'm getting into the application part of this assessment. This is the part where they have a little bit more freedom. They can play with the language, they can make it their own. 7時に起きます。7時に起きます。7時半に顔を洗います。7時半に顔を洗います。9時半に勉強します。9時半に勉強します。1時10分に昼ご飯を食べます。1時10分に昼ご飯を食べます。皆さん分かりましたか？はい。そしてパートナーに自分のスケジュールを説明してください。自分のスケジュールを説明して、その後私聞きますよ。私聞きます。でも自分のスケジュールじゃなくてパートナーのスケジュール。ですからパートナーのスケジュールを私にみんなに教えてください。いいですか？はい、どうぞやってみてください。
チアリーディングは4時半。晩ご飯は6時半。8時半は寝ます。7時起きます。8時朝ごはんを食べます。だから9時半に出かけます。でも11時勉強します。
はい、皆さんよくできました。これから発表してください。発表してください。立って、そしてパートナーのスケジュールを言ってください。エミさんやりたい？はい、どうぞ立ってください。だからエミさんのスケジュールじゃなくてクリストルのスケジュールですね。はい、皆さんクリストルのスケジュールをよく聞いてください。
6時に起きます。6時3分に朝ごはんを食べます。9時10分に出かけます。
The reason I had them talk about their partner's routine instead of their own routine is because if they only had to know their own routine, they wouldn't have to listen so carefully to their partners and be sure that they actually got that communication across. So they can say what they're doing themselves based on their pictures, and they can say what their partner's doing. So it gave a little bit more depth to just a very, what could be a rote activity. じゃあ皆さんよくできました。これからシュレードをやります。だからスキットクルーを皆さんここに来てください。When I moved into the culture component of the lesson to the charades, I called my skit crew up. These were kids who had volunteered a couple of days ago saying that they wanted to perform Japanese and American culture in front of the class. ここに並んでください。並んで。はい。私、例をやります。皆さん、アメリカでは音楽を聴きますか？アメリカでは音楽を聴きますか？アメリカ。
聞きます。聞きます。
I had removed from the board the no English sign to let them know that now we're going to get deeper into the meaning of why these things happen. 日本の旗を見せてください。If it's アメリカの文化、アメリカの旗見せてください。いいですか？ If it's 両方、both 両方だったら両方見てください。Make sure I see the front. いいですか？はい、よくできました。そうすれば音楽を聴きますはどれですか？旗を見せてください。両方。そう。はい、よくできました。ですから、このVenn diagramに真ん中に入れておきます。だから、日本のものもアメリカのものも音楽を聴きます。はい。そしてもう一つ。2つあります。これは 日本ですかそれともアメリカですか教室の中食べます。Eating inside the classroom. 日本ですね。はい。ありがとう。はい、間違えましたね。カフェテリアで昼ご飯を食べますはどれですか？アメリカ。はい、アメリカですね。シュレードを見てください。そして日本のものだったら日本の旗見せてください。アメリカのものだったらアメリカの旗見せてください。いいですか？ As soon as we finished the Venn diagram and they were able to have a nice visual collection of the similarities and differences between the cultures, they noticed things and they were bringing forth examples. I secretly showed a card to the pair that was going to perform the charade. They felt more comfortable to do it in pairs. はい、皆さんよくできました。これは何ですか？何ですか？日本で朝ごはんを食べる。はい、アメリカでは朝ごはんを食べますか？はい、アメリカでも日本でも朝ごはんを食べますから真ん中に入れておきます。はい、次に。When we're talking about the inside-outside separation, this is a very important component of Japanese culture to always make the distinction between outside and inside.
When you go in the house in Japan, you would take off your shoes, and there sometimes will be slippers there so you can wear, or you just go in barefoot.
はい、そう。
And in America, you would just go in with your shoes.
So I had no idea what they were going to come up with. They could have just all sat there quiet for all I knew. だからこれはどっち？日本、アメリカ？日本。
I already knew a little bit that although we were similar, Japan and America were very different. But the charades game helped show me how very different we really are.
はい、旗を見せてください。
In Japan, they usually sleep on the floor on top of like a mattress, and it's called a futon. But then you might think it's American because on sleepovers you sleep in sleeping bags. So you might think it's a sleeping bag.
布団は日本のものですか？アメリカのものですか？日本のもの。はい、よくできました。My bottom line mission statement is to inspire my kids to love learning Japanese and to have them want to continue it beyond their classroom. I really want the kids to light up, to really light their heart on fire with Japanese so that they'll want to continue it beyond my classroom. They'll want to use it on the playground, outside of school, after school, before school, on weekends.
Kids! 気をつけ！これで終わります。ありがとうございました。
I think that learning another language is as important as like math and spelling because you can communicate, you can learn more about that country.
今目を閉じ思い出すことは友先生過ぎた日々のこと
I think it's really, really cool learning another language. And I think it's fun learning another culture.
Learning Japanese is really, really fun because what I really want to be when I grow up is a chef. And maybe learning Japanese will help me making Japanese foods and stuff like that.